Hi guys, this is my end of 2012 clearing out my stash video slash start of makeup 2013. So first I'll get through the things that I finished and then the things that I'm just tossing away because they don't work or they're too gross or they're too old or they're expired. So let me get started for things that I finished. First up is this Missha Perfect Cover number 23. It comes with a pump and it has a lot of products inside. I finished it up, and actually out of all the BB creams I own, this had the most neutral, slightly leaning towards yellow. So I wouldn't mind trying out number 27. It does have a bit of a oily, dewy finish, which can become even more dewy through the day. So if you have oily skin, do be aware of that. Next, I have this Skin 79 BB cream that pretty much expired, but I did use about 3/4 of it. It is, okay, frankly speaking, I don't like Skin 79 BB creams, even though I used to have quite a few of them before I gave them all away. Was because they have a greyish cast, they are very pink tone, and they look terrible against my yellow tone skin. So that was done. And next I have these two lip glosses that I'm tossing away by Morgana Cryptoria. This is called Witch's Brew, which is a purplish color, and this is called Fantastic. Witch's Brew is a lot darker than the pictures itself, and Fantastic is quite a pretty red. These actually are quite different from the previous batch of lip gloss, the first initial batch which I bought, which came in nice little pots that are terrible to apply because they're in pots. But those were really nice because those were sheer with a lot of colourful sparkles, so you could wear purple lip gloss and still look normal. Whereas these are very full, opaque lip glosses. So wearing Witch's Brew will be a bit of a problem. But the biggest issue I have with them is that they smell like plastic that has been melted, fermented, and I don't know, it's just, oh my gosh, just putting this anywhere near my lips is enough to make me nauseous and does not make me want to leave the house at all. It's like, just the thought of putting this on would just make me crawl back into bed and give the day a miss. So do be wary, or just email her and ask her like what kind of lip gloss will you get if you're trying to buy one of these. If you ask me whether this lip gloss went off, I would say no, because they arrived like this in day one condition. And perhaps this is the natural smell of it without any additives. But I would rather have additives and be able to use them than toss them away at the first try. So I'm happy that these weren't very expensive because these were a fail. Next is this eyeliner by LA Colors, Blackest Black. The mascara side went off a long time ago, so I was just using the eyeliner side. It has a little bit left because this is a terrible eyeliner. It smudges, it doesn't come out well, and what comes out smudge. So I'm quite glad that this is finished. Next, I actually finished my first ever lip gloss, which is Can Make 01 Nudie Gloss. It's quite a nice nude color, which made it very wearable on an everyday basis. Since a lot of the Japanese model and Taiwanese model trend is to have a defined eye that's not very smoky and a nice nude lip for daily wear. So this was really easy to wear on a day-to-day basis, but I didn't like it because after a while the applicator was a little bit funky, like there'll be hair sticking out, and it's a pretty thick consistency-ish. So it is nice when your lips are very moisturized and when there's a little bit of lip balm, so it's easy to spread around, but it's terrible when it's dry, it's sticky, it gloops on. Did I repurchase this? Probably not in this color, probably not this brand, but maybe this color. Okay, now it's starting to be more of the stuff that I kind of half finished up before I eventually spot. This was the MAC Zoom Lash in MAC Zoom Lash in New Hue, which is a purplish color, but when you see it, it's actually a really nice color. I love the color, but the problem was that this came dried out because I bought it at one of the MAC clearance sales in my university. So this was already clumpy and dry and gross. But so right now it's too much of a pain to use it because I put it on, take out the clumps, put it on the second coat. So I'm just tossing it and it's not too bad. I quite like the Zoom Lash formula and it was only about $10, though this is pretty amusing because one thing about this shade Deep Hue, this sort of magenta reddish color, is that if you miss and you accidentally hit your eyelid by accident, everyone thought that I had a cut on my eyelid that day. They were like, "Oh, are you alright?" I was like, "Yeah, it's just mascara." So yeah, do be a bit wary of this if you ever get it on your eyelid. Next would be Maybelline Moisture Extreme formula, which I was quite pissed off that the retailer, wholesalecosmetics.com, I think it was that, already sold me a lipstick that was expired. So it looks kind of finished, but actually it's not, because what was left was deposited here, which doesn't have quite a lot. This is in the shade Windsor Rose, which is Crazy's famous favorite color, but of the line. But it's a bit too pink because she's very pale and looks beautiful on her, but I'm very yellow toned. So this popped a little bit too much against my skin. So it wasn't as nice as Nude Beige or Soft Nude, the previous one that I finished up. So, and the watermelon scent got to me again, so that was done. And then after that, I have this AMPN Skin Ecological Defense BB Cream, which surprisingly, of all the BB creams I've tried, it's the first one with a slight peach tinge. It looks white, but believe me, it's peach. It's like so it is very moisturizing. It feels more like a tinted moisturizer because of how thin it went, and so it melded beautifully with my MAC Studio Tint tinted moisturizer that I accidentally bought in 2 shades darker because I thought I saw medium plus and what I actually got was dark plus. So it melded very beautifully, but it expired to the mid of December, so I had to throw it away, even though there was this much left. Which is, I suppose, the problem with using makeup that have natural ingredients. Your makeup collection can't be too big or it will be all gone or expired before you can use them properly. Next up, I have a crap load of lipsticks that I am just not bothering with. So these are all NYX lipsticks. I had depotted them and eventually I decided to just toss them away before, without trying to use them up. So there were a lot of, I don't like using Singapore's sort of live journal makeup swap / buying second-hand makeup left, because you get crap. Like, everyone went around trying to sell NYX round lipsticks when they're actually selling NYX lips, and NYX lips, and moreover the cap came off, the lipstick came smudged, and it was too much of a hassle to just make a complaint because they were all one-time sellers. It was a hassle to even make a complaint because you got to take a photo, you got to send it to them, they need to verify and all that. So I didn't want to send back a lipstick that I spent $3 on. So didn't want to waste my time at the postal office. So I dug out quite a few of the lipsticks, and there were a lot. But one thing I hated about the NYX lipsticks is that they all were pretty frosty, at least the one that were being sold to me, and they were too smooth and creamy, which made it fall off my lips super fast and made me feel like I have an oil slick on my lips. So those were terrible. And the thing about the NYX round lipstick is that although the oil slick feeling came off a lot less, but there was still quite a substantial bit of it. So I don't really like them because of the finish, and it doesn't really last long anyway. So this is Louisiana, which is a bright hot pink. Then it was Violet Ray, which was a purple, but it wasn't my favorite kind of purple, and I hardly ever use purple anyway. So nah, forget it. Too much effort to make it work. And last one was Doll, which was this bright rose, which is a little bit too bright. So it's getting tossed too. Following that are all my skin products, which I just seriously do not like. First up is Benefit Moonbeam. It smells off already and it's too pink for my face, so I just don't like it. Next I have this Hanskin Glossy BB Cream, which is a shimmery BB cream. Seriously, it looks more like a highlighter. Just spreading it out, you can sort of see, okay, you can't really see it, but let's just say when you put it, it gives the same effect as freaking Moonbeam. Like a sort of pinkish, glowy face kind of thing, which I don't really like it, and moreover this is really old. This is at least 3 years old, so just tossing it. Then is my BRTC Gold Caviar BB Cream, which is too pink toned, made me look like a ghost, and it's expired anyway. And last but not least is this Etude House Peach Cheek Blusher. I used up a bit before I realized that this is way too light on my skin tone. So it's too light, so if I use it as a blush, it doesn't give me the color I want, and it's too peach for my hair color. So if I use it as a highlighter, it looks pretty weird, because why do I have orange, why do I have peach on my freaking cheek, on my freaking cheekbones? So I'm just tossing it in. Pretty much no one I know wants this anyway. So that's it, and those are the things that I'm tossing and clearing up, which is quite a fair bit of stuff. So I pretty much am starting to understand what are the makeup products that I like and what works for me. I actually have quite a light to medium, but more towards light skin tone, yet I have black hair. So a lot of peach stuff doesn't really work on me, especially with my yellow skin tone. It's mostly orange, red, yellowy pinks or nude colors. I don't like very thick lipsticks. I like quite sheer ones. I don't like very sticky lip glosses. And I generally am quite a lazy person, so I don't like things that need a lot of effort. Although I do like red lipstick though. So I'm sort of knowing what I like and what I don't. So it'll be a lot easier for me to finish up and buy makeup that I like. So I've said that this year I'll be going on a Makeup Out 2012. I will probably, right now I'm thinking about giving myself an allowance of 10 or 12 products throughout the entire year. So I'm following the same Make Out 2013 as Gallo Girls, that Gallo Girls, because I took 120 products, then I hit the rest of my products, so that for every 5 products I finish, I get to rediscover another product in my stash, which is pretty good because it makes the process fun, and I get to see all the freaking products that I have. I do have a crap ton of them, and seriously I just need to use them up. Especially foundations. Oh my gosh, I have just so much of them and more. So this will be my Make Out 2013 announcement, as well as me clearing up my makeup stash. So I'll see you guys in a month or two for my latest update. Bye.